Welcome, young audience, to another episode of Cooking with LUBU. I am, as always, your host, Chef LUBU, here to make you another dish. Today, we're going to make the Bad Hombre. Bad Hombre. It goes great with nasty women.
Wrong.
And it's a great dish. This dish was originally going to be something else, but fuck it, Bad Hombre is hilarious, and that's what we're going to call it. We're going to be making a Mexican macaroni casserole. It's going to be awesome. We got ground beef, macaroni, spice mix that I made myself. It's very simple. It's six spices and herbs. Woo! 2 types of cheeses, red onion, green onion, and some tomatoes. And it's going to be real easy to make. We're going to make it on the stove, and then we're going to bake it. It's a very simple recipe. Other dishes that, I don't want to say it, but they're not as good as this dish. This dish is the best dish. And then when you invite your friends over, you can say, hey, it's going to grab you by the stomach. I don't regret anything. We're going to make the Bad Hombre. This is Cooking with LUBU. I'm Chef LUBU. Let's get started. So, we're going to do the ingredients first. As always, these are tremendous ingredients. The best ingredients. But I'm going to go over them just so you know what we're working with. First things first is my ground beef. I've cooked this off for the most part. It's like 90%. I'm going to add it back into the pan, and then we're going to be adding in our red onion and green onion and letting those cook down, as well as our diced tomatoes and condensed tomato soup. We're using 1 can of diced tomatoes and 1 can of condensed tomato soup to save ourselves time. Yes, you can make it from scratch, but I want you to have the easiest option available to you, and that's pretty much it. The ground beef is seasoned with a spice mix I made using onion salt, garlic salt, a couple different herbs, cumin, cayenne, and chili powder. Just kind of eyeballed it, seasoned to taste. If you like less heat, less cayenne, less chili pepper. If you like more heat, more of that. You can add more garlic powder, less garlic powder. It just depends on you. I've got my macaroni. This stuff's cooked off al dente. It's going to be going into a baking sheet and then cooked again. So I didn't want to overcook it or cook it to where it's done, because then it's going to overcook and it's going to be gross. So we don't want that. And then I've got my cheeses, Monterey and cheddar. They're going to go on top with some freshly fried tortilla shells that we've cooked off that we're going to break into pieces and then cover. Those are my ingredients. As I said, very simple, very easy recipe. I think all of the ingredients together cost me $13. So this is a recipe that cooks for a lot of people that costs very little money.
Wrong.
Let's start.
So we've got our ground beef in the skillet, and we're sitting it at a medium heat, and we're going to add in our onions here, and we're going to add our condensed tomato soup into the mixture. Stir that around, make sure that all the meat's in it, and we're also going to add our diced tomatoes. I just used a can of diced tomatoes for time's sake here. And again, mix it all together. Make sure that it's all mixed nicely. Stir it up in your skillet, or in your, if you want to use the soup pot, you can. And then you're going to bring that to a simmer, keeping it at that medium heat. Let it boil just lightly while it cooks down for a little bit. And then once it is all heated up and ready to go, just throw it in the dish.
All right, so we're back over here, and it is now time to build the dish. The Bad Hombres. We've got our cooked off meat with tomato sauce and tomatoes here. Our al dente macaroni is here, and we're going to build it in this baking sheet. This is about the size I like to use. You probably have like a nice fancy glass one. This is a work kitchen, so everything's made of metal. So we're going to take our al dente macaronis, and we're just going to scoop it in to the bowl. And we're going to layer that evenly across the bottom so that it kind of just covers the whole bottom of it. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my meat sauce, and I'm going to try to evenly spread it out across there. So we're just going to use our spatula. It's very hot. Spread that out. So we've got our meat sauce on our macaroni. And then we're gonna do a layer of cheddar, just a nice layer of cheddar on top here. And then we're gonna do our crushed tortilla chips that we fried and then broke into pieces. And we're gonna do a layer of that. We're gonna do the Monterey on top of that. Monterey cheese. I'm gonna take a little bit of the section. Take a little bit of spice mix. Just want to give it a little color on top, a little green, a little herbage, a little 420 dank. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're gonna take our dank meal, the Bad Hombres, and we're gonna 420 no scope 360 spin over the oven. We've preheated it to 375, and we're gonna cook it for about 30 to 35 minutes, and then it'll be done, and it'll be awesome, and then we will eat it, and it's gonna be great. And this is the Bad Hombres. All right, we pulled it out after the cook process. You can see it's nice and goldeny brown. All that cheese is melted, ooey gooey, delicious, crispy, crunchy, tortilla shell flavors. Awesome. Time to spoon it up. So we're gonna take our spoon and a serving bowl, something nice. Dig in for a good lunch-size portion here. Boom shakalaka. Woo! Oh my God, that looks so good though. Get in there. Get in the bowl. Get in there now. You Bad Hombres. Bad Hombres. Delicious in a bowl. And like I said, that's one portion, right, for this recipe. So I got 1, 2, 3. There's 6 portions in this recipe. I told you it was $13 for all the ingredients. That's awesome. That is a cost-effective meal. This holds up well in the fridge for you gamesers who want to, you know, save some for later. This is a great meal. You got family or kids. Shoot, you probably get 8 servings out of this. You know, this is just a solid dish, man. You're gonna want to make it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. This is the Bad Hombres. It's a Mexican macaroni casserole. It's delicious. It's the greatest. It's the best. If you like it, like, subscribe. Feel free to leave me a comment. Ask me questions in the comment section where the comments go under the video, or hit me up on Twitter at Chef LUBU. If you got ideas for stuff you want to see me make, by all means, hit me up. I always like to do video game tie-ins, so let me know what games you're playing, and we'll see what we can do from there. I'm Chef LUBU. I'll see you on the Foods of Justice.